Smells like I'm rubbing a popsicle all over my face. If I break out, ooh, I'm gonna be mad. That's why I've been avoiding you for so long. Cause who puts glitter in a mask and doesn't break out? But I have faith that my skin will come out better than ever. This is the Nobody Safe tutorial. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Twilight Sparkle here. Today's video is gonna be similar to kind of the previous videos that I've been doing as far as trying out new stuff. I have on a mask. This mask isn't new. I just never wore it because I was just certain my face would break out because there's glitter in it. This was part of the Glam Glow My Little Pony themed peel off masks. You know, there's a 50-50 chance my face is still intact under here. But I'm about to peel this sucker off. It's still super wet, obviously. But I've had it on literally for like 45 minutes. I don't know, like I didn't put it on that thick. It should have been dry, but yeah. Even on my neck where it was thin, like it still didn't feel like it was like, just felt, I don't know. I probably won't use that one again. I'll stick to my clearing treatment mask. And now I have glitter all over my face. Okay, so I just had to rewash my face. Still got a little glitter in there, so if you see it, just act like you don't. Now I need some moisture. Who can guess what I'm gonna use? Who can guess? Who knows what I'm gonna use? You guys know Olay is the homie. You guys know I partner with Olay. You guys know that we are like this, son. If it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, last week they sent me their Olay whips with SPF in it. Now you guys already know I've used Olay whips and the Regenerist cream and all that good stuff previously, but never with SPF in it. And not only any SPF, but SPF 25. I have researched SPF, like, cause you know how it gets more expensive the more SPF it has in it. And I found something that said that something over SPF 30 or 35 is like the benefits after like 35 are like this much, like they're very minimal. So like the difference between SPF 35 and SPF 100 is like very minimal, even though they charge like $5 more for it. So SPF 25, 35 is pretty much all about your need. And you get it with this. Hello. Sometimes foundations have SPF in it too, but it's only like 15. So you really could crank that up a couple notches, you know. But I put this underneath my makeup just to see if it was going to make my face like more oily at the end of the day, because you know that's the thing and why people usually don't want to put SPF under their makeup, because you smell like SPF and you look like a grease ball after a couple of hours. I didn't want to tell y'all to use this if the side effects were grease balliness from medications. So I did a wear test over the weekend and I hadn't blotted the whole day. So the fact that my face is still pretty much matte except maybe in my T-zone was very shocking to me, that I could wear something so moisturizing with SPF 25 and not have grease ballification. And you guys know this, I'm sure you know this because you're smart. Like, you don't just put on sunscreen when it's hot outside. Like, when it's cold and the sun is still out, the sun is still out. So it's better to just use it on a daily basis, unless you live in like Antarctica where the sun never shines. That's probably inaccurate. I'm really bad with geography, but warmer months, people are more than likely to spend more time outside, which is why that's usually when people scream out, bring out the SPF. But it really is better to be worn on a daily basis. But a lot of people don't do that. So if it's in your moisturizer, you don't even need to think about it. Can I get an amen? You don't even need that much, honey. You don't. I usually just dot it around, you know. You know, usually sunscreens, when you rub it in your face, it leaves like that purplish streak. No. I just rub this baby right on in. Don't forget the neck. I'm trying to prevent y'all from having rooster neck at 35. It doesn't feel like sunscreen. It doesn't smell like sunscreen. And it absorbs hella fast. You can go right into your makeup. You don't have to wait for it to set, dry, absorb. Like, it's done. So if you want to get your life and be safe under those UV rays, I will leave a link in the caption to let you guys know where you guys can purchase this unicorn. All right, now let me pop on these brows. Bam! Precisely, my brow has done it again. All right, so I am gonna try a new foundation and concealer today, so we're gonna walk through that real quickly. I got these a while ago, these Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundations, and I still haven't given them a whirl, so why not now? Zoom! It's hell of them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50! It's 50! Damn, Jouer! They come to play. So they put them in these little tubes, which I guess is the new thing now, because Bobbi Brown did the same thing, like where instead of for the PR giving you like all the shades, which you clearly are not going to use, they give you like these little tubes to test out and find your shade so that you can buy the full size one if you like it. So I'm probably in this range down here, down at the bottom. I got 10 choices, which is very rare, but I'm very happy about it. I'm thinking I'm more so in this corner over here, so let's see. Oh, they're so cute though. Look at them. They look like little magic potions. Karab. It doesn't say the undertone in them. They might say it online, but it doesn't say it on these little bottles. So I'm thinking Karab might be the one. You know one that's gonna go on my face. Oh hell no. Ooh, this one is actually too red for me. You see that? I'll be looking like a tangerine. Chestnut looks neutral. I'm not doing a really good job swatching these, but this wasn't part of the plan to swatch these, so that one looks neutral. It actually looks like it might be the one I have to go with, if you can see it right there. See how it's kind of blending into my arm? But on the safe side, I'm still gonna check out Mahogany and Espresso. So this one was Karab, right here with the red undertone. This one was Chestnut, which has more of a neutral undertone. And this one is Espresso, which has more of a golden undertone. And the one I think I'm gonna go with, this one was the next deepest shade, Mahogany, but it's too deep for me. So I'm in between probably these two right here. But I'm gonna let them set a little bit because they're getting a little deeper, and I have a feeling I'm gonna change my mind back to the neutral undertone. So I decided to go with Chestnut with the more golden undertone. Sometimes with the neutral undertones, not all of them, because there are some foundations that have a neutral undertone in them that I like. But sometimes they set differently, and at the end of the day, like I feel like I look like ashy-ish kind of, or like a little grayish. It just kind of depends on the brand. I could tell that this one was getting darker, so I didn't want to take any chances with having it set like in a funny color. So I'm going with the golden undertone today, Chestnut. Now it says these foundations are oil-free, have supreme coverage, lightweight, long-wearing, and an airbrushed matte finish. And if that is true, we're about to find out, ladies and gents. I already primed my face, by the way. The only thing about these jars is it's hella hard to get out. They need like little scoopas if they're gonna start doing this. There we go. There we go. All right, now let's beauty blend this baby in. Okay, so I probably applied more than I would normally, but I had to like get this out somehow. I don't think it looks like super heavy. I mean, you guys probably think it does because you guys think every full coverage foundation looks heavy on me. So I'm just gonna see how it holds up throughout the day. You know, you can't really get a good final opinion on foundations and concealers until like the 7th, 8th hour of the day. You know, because they can't be saying long wearing and you only make it to hour 2, you know? So I wanted to try these Milk Makeup concealers too. I also got these a few weeks ago. There was only 8 that I think they sent. I don't know if they only have 8, but I only got 8, and there's not really a shade that I really love. I feel like I'm in between medium tan and tan because medium tan is lighter than I like to go, and tan is too deep. Like I would love to smash these together and create a perfect shade, but I still wanted to see how they held up, so I still wanted to try them out. So I'm going to attempt to mix these together, which is something I don't really like to do. I don't like to mix concealers unless I can actually mix them together, because doing them like actually on your face could kind of mess up the color, like evenness of it. But I'm gonna just, you know, like I said, I'm feeling really ballsy today. So I'm just gonna put medium tan like right under my eyes. They feel very creamy too. And then I'm gonna put tan like right below that. Now I'm going to set my concealer with my usual Sacha Buttercup. I'm not mad at that concealer so far. Now, even if I do end up still liking these at the end of the day, which right now I do, I feel like they did their job and I haven't creased up as of yet. Nope, no creases. I probably still wouldn't wear them again until they extended their shade range because mixing concealers is just too risque for me. Like, I'm ballsy, but I'm not trying to be looking crazy, you know? And to apply them the way I did today would not be something I did on a regular basis. And to apply them like on something is just too much work since they're not squeezable or anything like that, or like have a pump or anything. So they only have 8 shades. I did look it up on Sephora. They only offer 8 right now. So once they get on that, we'll talk. It's 2018 and we still asking folks to extend their shade range. Ain't that something? Anyways, I'm gonna finish the rest how I usually do with my CoverGirl bronzer and my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I'm just do that real quick because I didn't want to put too much new stuff on my face because then if something goes wrong, it'll be hard to tell what was the cause. So yeah, I'm gonna do everything else the same. Let's get to that real quick. It turned out to be more of like a simple matte light smoky eye. It's not like a full-fledged smoke, but it's like when you light it up and like the fumes start coming, but it hasn't turned into a cloud. More like that. So the eye palettes I used today were from Too Faced. I guess they have a natural collection because there was like 3 palettes, like maybe 2 palettes, maybe 3, that all were different forms of natural. Like this is natural matte and this is natural eyes, and I think they also had a natural face and then a bunch of natural looking lippies, and of course they smell bomb. Like, it's Too Faced, we're talking about, people. So yeah, this look is actually really quick. So let me show you what I did. Didn't do much. Primed my eye first, of course. This is the benefit, don't stray. All right, so I went in the matte palette first. This is what it looks like. First color I used down here, it is called Au Naturel. And I used my Dose of Colors blending brush and I just buffed this all over my lid and crease area. Then I used the same brush and went in with this chocolate matte called Hook Up, and I also buffed this in all over my lid and in my crease as well. Not as high up as I did with the other color, but more so like directly in the crease, and kind of blended it out as if I was doing like a smoky eye. If you haven't perfected like the smoky eye yet, this is like a great alternative because it's much easier and you don't have to worry about turning into a raccoon because the colors are a lot more natural and way easier to fix than black. Now I'm going to take that same Hook Up shade and my smudger brush, and I'm going to smudge this all along my lower lash line. Oh, forgot to add my eyeliner. I always do that. I'm going to add my LA Girl eyeliner first, and now I'm going to smudge it out. This is Sigma's short shader brush. Then I needed something to kind of like brighten up the eye a bit, and since these are all matte shades, I had to dip into my Natural Eyes palette, and I grabbed this BH Cosmetics detail brush and went into Honey Pot. Honey Pot? I didn't even know this was called Honey Pot. Wait a minute, holla. Too Faced got a bunch of freaks on the staff because, I mean, they're known really for their Better Than Sex mascara, hit number 1. Now listen to some of these names. Sexpresso, Erotica, Honey Pot. You know what a honey pot is, don't play. Strip Poker. Wait, what was in this? Let me see if they have some freaky names in this one. Sexpert, Risky Biz, Hook Up. I didn't even realize put the sexual significance on that one, but that's pretty freaky too. Nude Goals, Lace Teddy. I mean, what do you guys be thinking about over there at the Too Faced offices? I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying, y'all are some freaks. All right, as we continue, I'm gonna dip into the honey pot and I'm going to pop this in the inner corners of the eye and kind of blend it up, kind of a little bit in the inner corner of the lid as well as on the inner lower lash line. Now I'm not going to do a wing liner, I'm just going to do a little bit of liner on the lid to conceal my lash band using the Bobbi Brown Longwear Liquid Liner. I'm going to clean off my lashes and I'm going to pop the same lashes I popped on like in a recent video, these Lorella London lashes. I really liked these, like I need more. Please. I felt like the fluffiness of them would make the look a little bit more like sassy. So I cleaned these puppies off and popped them right back on. Then I'm just going to add my Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. And that is it for the eye look. I told you. Easy peasy. Alright, now since I forgot to try out the Morphe Bronzer Compacts for this particular tutorial, I am going to try out their highlighter that I was sent. It is called Mirage. It is a high impact illuminator. Like I went through all the shades and this is the one that I felt like would work best for me. Just like a bronzy golden highlight. And I'm going to apply this with my high cheekbone highlighter Sigma brush. Well, that is a little high impact. Hello. Oh my goodness, I barely tapped it in this thing, and I got a little too much. This wattage over here, they ain't lying. That's definitely high impact. I am not mad at you. And look, I only use a little. Like, watch this. Bam, bam. See that, right? And watch this. Like, did you see that? I only did bam, bam. Damn. Whew. That thing is nice. Put me on a little bit of this Ambering Rose blush. Hey girl, you cute. You cute. And finally for my lips, I wanted a gloss that was like not super pigmented, but you know, gave me a little chocolate vibe. So I grabbed this Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Gloss in the shade 1993. These smell hella bomb, by the way. If you like mint, I love mint, so smells good. I love everything about this gloss. I love the way it looks. I love the way it smells. Like, there's still like foundation on my lips, so the outside has like a golden tint to it, but she's still cute. All right, then spray yourself with some setting spray and go take some pics, girl. Okay, y'all, I just went and picked up Yosh. So I've had this foundation on for a good, what time did I go get her? 2 o'clock. I had it on for an hour. Not very long, but long enough to kind of get like a feel on how it's gonna work throughout the day. I'm not oily yet, but like I'm just looking like around my nose and stuff like that, which is usually the first place I get oily is like my nose area. I don't know, I just feel like thicker foundations for me, even when they do have a matte finish, my face just doesn't really like thicker foundations. Honestly, for me, whether it's long wearing or not, if it's a good foundation, it usually lasts me throughout the whole day. So I really personally don't care if it says long wearing because, I mean, you're not gonna have on your makeup for 2 days straight, I would hope not. But usually for me, if I put on my foundation in the morning, at night, it still like looks good. Usually, well, at least the ones that I use. My go-tos are usually obviously Fenty and Lancome. I also like Too Faced and Smashbox as well. But I tend to not use thicker foundations. They usually show a little heavier on my face. I don't technically need a full coverage foundation, unfortunately. You know, I have a few light patches like on my face from like eczema. You probably noticed that in the beginning. I had like a light patch right here. You know, just like minor blemishes or whatever. I definitely want to pay attention to it at the end of the day and see if these little oily patches around my nose are gonna get any worse, or if it's just because I put on way too much in the beginning of the video. But yeah, that's just the only thing that I've noticed so far, because other than that, I'm still pretty matte for the first hour. And as far as the concealer is concerned, I have not creased up. So if you can find your shade in that milk concealer, I definitely would say to give it a try. What else did I try that was new? Oh, the face mask in the beginning of the video. I probably won't use that again. I'll stick with my usual Glam Glow masks. That one just wasn't for me. The Olay Whips with the SPF. This wasn't the first time I've tried it. Just the first time I've tried it on my channel. I've tried this with 2 different foundations. I believe Lancome and Fenty. And I didn't have any oily reactions to it versus when I would not wear it with the SPF. So I can say that it doesn't really affect at least those foundations. I can't say what it's going to do with this one since this is like a thicker full coverage. It could have something to do with it, but it didn't affect those other foundations. So that's why I know that I like this. So I definitely know you guys want to try this out. It is a great daily SPF that's going to hydrate and you can wear it under your makeup. So, and this Hi-Fi Shine 1993 gloss is my new bae. She's going in my purse. You hear that? He's made it to the purse. Kind of smells like mint chocolate actually now that I think about it. So I personally like mint chocolate, and if you do too, you're gonna like this. I also like my eye look. Like, I am happy. If you guys liked it too, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe and let me know what you guys think and what you guys want to see next on my channel. But until then, love you guys. Mwah.